Good morning. The day is starting early. It's 4:12. Been up since about 3:45, getting the last few things packed and ready because this morning I'm actually flying out to Chicago, Illinois, and then my brother-in-law's picking me up there at the airport, driving me to his place. We're loading up his apartment, his house, and driving back to Kansas City because my brother-in-law's moving back, which is super exciting, super cool, but I need to get on my way to the airport so I don't miss my flight. Well, I made it, but I made it a little bit of an interesting drive this morning because my car didn't have much gas, so I was kind of worried. And then I got to a gas station. That gas station was closed, so I just had to kind of go for it. But I made it. That's the most important thing. I'm gonna get on this flight, get to Chicago, get this taken care of. We may be even back in Kansas City this evening, huh? We'll kind of see how the day unfolds. Had a schedule actually, so that's good. Now I just gotta go find my brother-in-law and get picked up. The whole reason for this trip, like I said, is to help my brother-in-law get back home. He actually moved here to Chicago for a job almost a couple years ago. Now he's finally getting transferred back close to home. So we're gonna load his stuff today and hopefully drive home today too. I forgot what kind of car you drove. So did you say goodbye to all your coworkers? So my brother-in-law picked me up, and now we've been trying to kill time before we go pick up the moving truck. We spent the last like 10 minutes driving around looking for somewhere to take a restroom break. Finally found one at this like little corner store. So yeah, we're gonna go pick up the truck here in a little bit. The store's name is Jewel Osco. Never heard of this chain. Basically just like a nice grocery store. Nothing really all that special. How's it going? Pretty good, pretty good. One second here. And what was the last name?
Graves.
Wait. Can I follow you? We got the truck. Now we're headed to the house, and we're gonna load all the shit and get on the road. The cool thing about all this is everyone is super excited to get my brother-in-law Tyler moved back home. It's been kind of weird him living so far away from everybody and missing out on the boys, you know, our two kids
being, you know, 1.5 and 3, he's basically lived in Chicago the majority of that time, so he's not really gotten much time with them. So hopefully with him back now, that'll be better. The cool thing though is Tyler's really like the first person, the first kid at least, that's like moved someplace like pretty significantly far away without anybody else really being close by for support. That takes a lot of guts, you know, to kind of like, I mean, yeah, you move out and you support yourself. Yeah, I mean, that's one thing. But to like move to another city and really kind of like stand on your own 2 feet, that's had to be kind of scary at the beginning. I know it would be for me and Kelsey, even, you know, and me and Kelsey have each other, but it'd still be scary to move that far away from family. So hats off to Tyler for that. It's pretty cool. But it was all for a reason. He got this job. It was a good opportunity, foot in the door, a leg up, and then now he's getting to come back home and be in a good position. Sometimes you got to make sacrifices. All right, we made it to Tyler's place. Get in the van, or the should I say not van, the truck in position, and start getting to work on this stuff. It's about 10:30. The goal is to get out of here by 2, which would put us in Kansas City well before midnight, which would be awesome. So that's the goal. Hauling cube.
Fuck Raven 8 hours in this thing.
So far, we're making good progress. He led me to believe more was done than was. That's good. We're getting her done. Well, we got quite a bit done. Now we're gonna go buy some bubble wrap, get some lunch, and then finish this thing up. You're gonna have to take a picture before you go. Yeah. Come on, dude. You gotta take like a memorable photo. Your kids someday are gonna ask you about this stuff, and you're gonna want to be able to show them.
I've never done that.
Well, you've never done that because you don't have kids, but.
Yeah.
Well, we got lunch. We got Taco Bell because it's quick and relatively inexpensive. I went with the Power Menu Burrito, the chicken version. Pretty good. Macros are decent, and overall the calories are, I think, a little under 500 calories, so that's a decent choice for eating out. And then went and got this iced vanilla latte because I have not had enough coffee today. I had a double espresso before I left the house this morning, and then I bought a little espresso drink that you saw from the grocery store. So I'm just trying to increase that caffeine intake. It's 1:30 now. My hope was to get out of here by 2. That's not going to happen. So my next goal is hopefully to wrap this up and be on the road by 4, which would put me in Kansas City roughly around midnight or so, depending on how many times I stop. I'm pretty determined on going back tonight because if I get back tonight, then I can be there Saturday morning and we can have our whole day in Kansas City. Tyler, though, I think is thinking about going and meeting a friend in St. Louis and spending the night there. and then drive into Kansas City tomorrow. But I think I'd rather just gut it out, so we'll see though.
Alright, incoming!
This is the fun part of moving. We are slowly but surely making progress. We're down to the last little bit, but it feels like forever at this point. We did it.
We did do it.
Well, it's all loaded, and I'm gonna take the dog and head back to Kansas City. Tyler's gonna take the truck and go to St. Louis, meet up with his buddy. We got her done. It was tough there towards the end. I think both of us were questioning our ability to finish, but we finished. We got her done. Tyler's coming home. Are you ready, nephew? He's not coming. It was funny. I said that we were all wrapped up and done, and then I walked back in there and Tyler had found more shit that we had to pack up. But now we are actually done. Me and my good friend Tucker here. Say hi to the camera, Tuck. Me and my nephew Tucker are headed to KC. So me and Tuck are about 2 hours into our drive here, and that 3:45 wake-up call this morning is starting to catch up with me. So we're gonna stop off for a second. I'm gonna try to close my eyes for maybe 10-15 minutes and see if that doesn't help wake me back up, and then get back on the road. But better safe than sorry. 15-minute power nap. We are back on the road. Tucker decided he wanted to sit in the back. What's up, Tuck? We're gonna be there soon, buddy. We're gonna be there soon. Well, me and Tuck stopped to get some gas, let him out, grab some food, and then we're gonna make our final push to Kansas City. We're about 3 hours out, so we're making decent time. Should be there just after midnight. Go. I actually just noticed there's like a little dent in my camera lens. I don't know where that came from. Anyways, we're getting ready to head back to KC. Tyler did invite me to St. Louis to hang out with him and his friends, but I don't know. I'm just way more interested in hurrying up and getting back with the boys and Kelsey. It's just way more interesting to me. Tucker and I made it. We're here. Oh.